Well, cheating, stealing, and shakedowns. Federal prosecutors laying it all out in court today.
It's all part of their opening statements in the trial against former Fall River Mayor Jazel Correa.
12 News reporter Brandon Truitt was in the U.S. District Courtroom today, and he joins us live in Boston with the strategies both sides are taking in this trial. Brandon?
Well, Shannon and Kim, day one ended about 30 minutes ago. Correa slipping out the back door. This is a massive case. Evidence spans over a 6-year period. There are more than 30 witnesses, some of which we heard from today. 29-year-old Jazel Correa walking into U.S. District Court Monday, moments before opening statements and the first testimonies in the case against him. The former Fall River mayor is facing 24 charges. Federal prosecutors say their evidence goes back to 2013, before Correa was mayor. Prosecutors say the charges revolve around 2 operations. The first, an app Correa helped create called Snow Owl, designed to give restaurant recommendations. Prosecutors allege Correa took more than $200,000 in investments and spent it elsewhere on everything from adult entertainment, casinos, designer clothes, and a Mercedes. Correa's defense team saying that at the time, Correa thought the money was his to spend, saying, quote, there was never an intent to steal. The other half of this trial involves allegations the former mayor used his position to extort potential pot shops. Correa allegedly forced businesses to pay up for non-opposition letters only his signature could approve. Prosecutors saying in court, quote, there was a price to do business in Fall River, a price set by that man. The prosecution is not expected to reach that part of the trial for days. The court heard from 5 witnesses today, the last of which will resume the proceedings again tomorrow. It was a doctor who invested in that app, telling the jury today if he knew where the money was actually going, he would not have invested. We'll have more on that ahead for you at 6. Live in Boston, Brandon Truitt, 12 News.
Also tonight, testimony is underway in the federal corruption trial of former Fall River Mayor Jazel Correa. He's facing 24 federal charges.
Both sides gave opening statements today, with prosecutors saying Correa turned his office into a personal ATM. 12 News reporter Brandon Truitt was in the courtroom and joins us now from Boston.
Prosecutors are focusing on 2 main things here: the alleged wire fraud involving an app and the extortion of marijuana licenses in Fall River. All of it, prosecutors say, shows years worth of corruption. Former Fall River Mayor Jazel Correa walking into U.S. District Court Monday, his mother and fiance by his side. The charges are serious, 24 from alleged actions dating back to 2013, wire fraud, fake tax returns, extortion, and more. During opening statements, prosecutors told the jury bluntly, this is a case about lying, cheating, stealing, and shakedowns. Prosecutors say Correa pocketed more than $200,000 in investments for his app Snow Owl, spending most of the money on everything but the business. $27,000 on luxury hotels, $10,000 for meals, and even a helicopter ride for his girlfriend over the Newport mansions. The defense presenting the argument Correa didn't mean to do it, saying, quote, there was never an intent to steal. The other half of the case, extortion. Prosecutors say they have evidence Correa created a pay-for-play scheme, allegedly telling owners of potential pot shops they'd have to pay up to get the required non-opposition letter. Assistant U.S. Attorney Zachary Hafer saying, quote, there was a price to do business in Fall River, a price set by that man. More than 30 witnesses are set to take the stand, some of them involved in this case and have taken plea deals. Correa's attorney casting doubt on the credibility of their testimony, telling the jury, quote, the government ran out of paper giving their immunity and plea agreements here. So the court heard from 5 witnesses today. The last who was on the stand was a doctor who invested in the app that Correa owned, saying that if he knew where the money was going, he wouldn't have invested in the first place. In the end, though, this is going to come down to the jury. 14 people have been selected. 11 of them are women. We expect this trial to last roughly 3 weeks. In Boston, Brandon Truitt, 12 News.